So we've got an update on the Bluetooth S Pen situation for the Galaxy S25 Ultra, the one Samsung initially said they would sell separately. Plus a few more details about the phone, so let's get into it. What's up guys, Sal here. So before we get started, just a quick reminder, pre-orders for the S25 lineup are about to end. If you've been thinking about picking one up, now's the time. Samsung is offering up to $900 in trade-ins, $350 in free storage upgrades, and even the Buds 3 Pro for free. If you're interested, the links are down below. Alright, so a few days ago, a blog post on Samsung's website mentioned that the S25 Ultra supports a Bluetooth S Pen, but you'd have to buy it separately. The one included with the phone wouldn't have Bluetooth. Naturally, this raised some questions. Were they referring to the S Pen Pro, which needs to be charged separately and doesn't fit inside the phone? Or were they talking about an identical S Pen with Bluetooth functionality? Even Amazon listings mentioned a Bluetooth S Pen, adding to the confusion. Well, Samsung has now clarified that none of this is true. The S25 Ultra does not support a Bluetooth S Pen, period. Not the S Pen Pro, not an older S Pen, and most importantly, they're not selling any Bluetooth-enabled S Pen separately. Samsung admitted that the blog post was a mistake and has since taken it down. Honestly, this is disappointing for those who hoped Samsung was reconsidering its stance. But clearly that's not happening. Samsung is receiving a lot of backlash and honestly, they brought it upon themselves. The S Pen has been a defining feature of the Ultra lineup and removing Bluetooth functionality feels like a step backward. Sure, not everyone uses those features, but having the option was always a plus. Interestingly, there's now a petition calling for Samsung to bring back Bluetooth functionality in next year's S26 Ultra. Will it work? Probably not, but at the very least, it's a way to show Samsung that people actually care about this feature. If you want to add your vote, I've linked it down below. Now, I came across an article saying it's time to stop crying about the S25 Ultra's S Pen. Look, I'm not gonna name the site here, but here's the thing. I get it. Some people think that backlash over the S Pen is overblown, especially the ones who don't use the S Pen. But let's be real, Samsung removed a feature that had been standard for years, and people have every right to call them out for it. This isn't about crying, it's about holding brands accountable when they take steps backward instead of forward. Some argue that removing Bluetooth helped make the S25 Ultra thinner, lighter, and help them maintain the prices. But let's look at the numbers. The S24 Ultra's Bluetooth S Pen weighed 3.1 grams, while the new one weighs 2.8 grams. That's just 0.3 grams of difference, basically nothing. Even factoring in the charging components inside the phone, the overall weight reduction is just about 1 gram. And in terms of thickness, the components are so tiny they don't even make a noticeable difference. And what about cost? Samsung is saving maybe $1 or $2 per unit by removing Bluetooth. On a phone that costs $1,300 before taxes, that's negligible. It's not like this was the deciding factor in keeping the price the same. Now, Samsung did say that very few people actually use the Bluetooth features, which is fair. But let's not ignore the real motivation: cost cutting. Samsung expects to sell around 20 to 25 million S25 Ultra units. If they're saving about $2 per unit, that's roughly $50 million in just 1 year. Over the next decade, it's $500 million in savings. That's the real reason behind this decision, in my opinion. At the end of the day, this isn't about complaining over lost features, it's about expecting a premium device to actually improve over time, not take steps backward. It also sets a worrying precedent. If Samsung can quietly strip away features and people justify it by saying stop crying over it, what's next? Will they remove the S Pen entirely? This is why people are speaking up, not because they're crying, but because they don't want to see a trend where Ultra devices become less Ultra over time. Now here are 8 things that no one is talking about the S25 Ultra. Click right here to watch the full video and I'll see you there.